Looking for an easy but impressive snacks? Let's make these crispy potato nests with dill cream and smoked salmon. And the first thing I want to start with are my potato nests. In the best case, you want to use starchy potatoes. Honestly, I'm not sure what kind I have. I had potatoes in the fridge, so I used them. I believe you can use any kind if you follow the technique properly. The important thing is to slice them nice and thin. I am using mandolin, but you can do it with knife if you want. And then cut them into very thin strips. If you make these too thick, it will be difficult to get the nest crispy. Then keep them in the cold water for at least 10 minutes and wash them with clean water a few times. The last step is to dry them properly. You don't want to put the wet potatoes in the hot oil. And for the extra crunch, I mix them with a little bit of potato starch and season with salt. Now you need to find a setup that works with your equipment. I'm using ladle and putting baking paper inside so the potatoes don't stick. I made a nice consistent layer on the bottom, then press it slightly with a strainer. And at the end, you can deep fry it at around 170 degrees Celsius until the nest is brown and crispy, so about a minute or two. And yeah, you should end up with a beautiful nest like this. So the potato nests are done, and now I will make small pickled onions for decoration and a little bit of the sour kick. I will use red onions and slice them into nice small pieces that will fit into my nest. But you can also use yellow onions or shallots. For the pickling liquid, I will mix 200 ml of water, 100 ml of vinegar, teaspoon of salt and tablespoon of sugar. And bring everything to a boil. Then just cover the onions with the liquid and let them sit in for at least few hours. I have a small container that I will use for this recipe, and I will keep the rest in my fridge for the dinner. And the last thing I will make will be my dill cream. You will need a cream cheese, crème fraîche, lemon, fresh dill, salt and pepper. I'm using 2 parts crème fraîche and 1 part cream cheese. And the rest of the seasoning is to taste. If you like lemon, add more zest and juice. If you love dill, add more dill. There is no best recipe, guys. I used a lot of dill, so if you don't like it that much, I would recommend using less than I did. Just make sure you chop it nicely so you don't have big chunks inside. Mix everything together, season it, salt, pepper to taste, and if your mixture is too thick, you can add more cream cheese. I want to make nice few dots in the nest, so I transfer the mixture into piping bag at the end. And sponsor of this video is no one. I pay everything from my pocket, guys. So if you want to support this channel and watch some bonus content, join my community on Patreon. Check out the link below the video. And before we complete everything, we have to check the quality of the salmon because there is already a food inspector waiting in the line. And now let's finish the canapés. I start with nice dots of dill cream. Then I add a few pieces of smoked salmon. My pickled red onions. They are not properly pickled because I made them too late, but they will work for now. And I finish everything with fresh dill on the top. This will take some effort to make, but I guarantee that every guest you serve them to will love them. And if you want to learn another cool fine dining snack, check out this video and learn how you can make my foie gras canapé at home. Thank you for watching guys, and I see you soon.